Welcome back to another episode on the HY3 cast. Starting off with the NBA as always. Summer League going on around the NBA. Some standout rookies. Obviously, Coop, Dylan Harper, and VJ. They looked good in their performances. Very limited, but they did look very good there. Other standout rookies, Jan Conson has looked really good. Liam McNeely, Con Knipple, two good shooters there. These guys have looked pretty good so far. Trey Johnson as well. Could he be the face of the Wizards coming forward? I think he could. This kid, he's got some really good potential, and he's a really good hot baller. Wizards need somebody like him. He could be the face of the franchise. Could be the next Gilbert Arenas, Bradley Beal type guy for them. So it's exciting there in Washington. Kobe Brea, I want to highlight him too. He looked really good. Good shooter. He's going to be a great piece for the Suns. And then Janai Broom has been kind of surprising. Will he be a piece for the 76ers? Potentially there. Some second-year players looking good. Kyle Filipowski has played outstanding for the Utah this summer league. Midas Buzelis has looked really good. He's going to be the face of Chicago coming up here soon. Kobe Buffkin has played well. Johnny Furphy got that poster dunk. And he's played pretty well for the Pacers. He could potentially have a bigger role this year with Halliburton down. And Bronny James, put him on there. Kind of a troll, but he has done pretty good. He has done pretty well. Not up to LeBron standards, of course, but this kid's living LeBron's shadow. He's his own player. He's his own person. And he's trying to make a name for himself in the NBA. As for free agency, what a huge move there. Dame to Portland. Damian Lillard heading back to Portland. Kind of surprising, but at the same time, not really, because all his family still lives in Portland. So, wanted to come back, and he's most likely going to retire there. So, good to see there. That's kind of like a storybook ending to his career there. Bradley Beal to the Clippers. Can the Clippers compete with Bradley Beal on the roster? How will that look? That's an interesting thing to see there. Got him out of that Sun situation. It's good for all parties there. And lastly, Cole Anthony to the Bucks. Could be interesting there. The Bucks need some better guards to pair with Giannis. Looks like potentially they're going to keep Giannis, like I said. And then Marvin Bagley going back to the Wizards. Nothing crazy there. Just wanted to throw that in. To the MLB, Detroit and LA Dodgers lead the playoff odds per ESPN as of right now, with Detroit coming in at a 99.7% chance to make the postseason. So pretty much guaranteed. And then kind of moving on from that is the tier list. ESPN dropped an MLB tier list, kind of how the teams are right now, where they stand, things like that. So the title contenders per ESPN are the Tigers, the Dodgers, the Cubs, Astros, Phillies, and the Mets. It's kind of the top 6 teams there. The Yankees left out the contenders part. I think the Yankees, you can put them in there with those 6 teams as well. They played really good as well. And then the Brewers and the Blue Jays round out the contenders. Kind of dark horses there, Brewers and Blue Jays. But you never know. So playoff contenders, teams that are fighting for playoff contentions. You got Seattle, Boston Red Sox, Tampa Bay, San Diego, San Francisco, and St. Louis. So those teams could make the playoffs. Some of them look kind of like the bubble, pretty much, of the MLB right there. Teams that are falling out of contention: the Texas Rangers, Minnesota, Cincinnati, Arizona, Kansas City, Cleveland, and the LA Angels. Those teams most likely not going to be in the playoff, but if they have a sudden surge, they could make it. And then your disappointing teams: the Braves, the Orioles, Marlins, Pittsburgh, the Athletics, Washington, and the Chicago White Sox. And then rock bottom, the Rockies. They have their own category there, rock bottom. MLB still got ways to go. Yeah, kind of a little over halfway through the season, yeah. So, World Series will be coming up in a couple months. So, exciting to see where these teams will go, who will make the playoff, who will make the World Series. And if you guys want to feature, and you guys know more about me than MLB, you want to feature, let me know down below. Finally, to the sports who are out of season. I don't have too much today for this. No NFL portion. So, going to be kind of quick here. SEC Media Days happen. There's NIL concerns were discussed, of course. NIL, there needs to be something done about NIL, some kind of salary cap or something, because this is getting way out of hand. Whenever that gets fixed, college football will get better. There's not much regulation over that right now. College football expansion talk was discussed, and it is always discussed if playoff will expand or not. Right now it's at 12 teams, so we shall see. I heard about a 16-team model. That's what the SEC favors, I believe, the 5 and 11. But we'll see about that. And of course, there's always tensions with the Big Ten. It's kind of like the big SEC, like the SEC Big Ten rivalry. Pretty much, it's the two big power conferences. I saw Drinkwitz. He proposed a 30-team playoff. That's obviously not going to happen, but I mean, it could. I mean, you never know. But that would literally, honestly, the playoff had to start like in September or something. If they're going to have a 30-team playoff, it would have to start like at the very bare minimum November. So it's obviously never going to happen. But he said, why not just let them all in? That's what he said, I think. A smaller note there, Louisiana Tech joins the Sun Belt. Texas State leaves the Pac-12, so Louisiana Tech takes their spot. Will this mean for the Conference USA? Will they try to add more FCS teams? We'll see there. College basketball, could we see March Madness expanded? That's the huge talk in college basketball right now. The NCAA has reportedly considered 72 or 76 teams. Does March Madness need to be expanded? I think not. And here's the reason. Because if you expand it, then you let in those bubble teams in. Those teams who are like have, 14, 15 losses. Like Ohio State almost made it this year and they're like 17 and 15 or something like that. Like those are teams that would make it in. And not these like lower tier teams, conference teams. They wouldn't make it in. It would be your barely above 500 powerhouse teams or powerhouse conference teams anyway. So do we really need to see those tournament teams in the tournament? Probably not, but we'll see. If it had to get expanded, I would definitely take 72 over 76. We'll just have to see there. And last but not least, if you want to have a Hydra Fantasy League, in football, basketball, baseball, anything, let me know down below. If you want to feature, let me know, as always. And I'll see you guys in the next one.